Hi guys, another update. I am headed back to where my mom is at, and I need to go back to her apartment, grab a few things that I didn't get the last time, and go through there and clean up a little bit. I'm probably not going to be able to do everything that I wanted to do today. I am just exhausted. I am so tired. I do have to go to the store to turn the heat down so I can hear myself. Grab her a couple of things. I don't know. They're giving her a bunch of new medications, and some of them are big, so they have to crush them up, and they give it to her in like an icy slushy thing. And apparently they ran out. So I don't know. Is that a thing? Do they run out when patients need something? So I'm going to go to the store and grab a whole bunch of boxes and put her name on it and drop it off at the nurse's station or the dietary or something, just to make sure that she has all of that. So she has enough until I can get there again. But she's not doing too well today. She was really doing she was doing great yesterday and the day before. But she called me early this morning, and she just wasn't feeling good, and they haven't gotten her out of bed yet, so she is pretty much bedridden at this point. They do physical therapy with her. Even at the hospital, she wasn't really getting out of bed, but I was there during physical therapy, and they would at least get her up and have her walk with her walker to the bedroom or to the room window and then back to the bed. So they were at least doing that, but her physical therapy here consists of like range of motion with her arms and fingers and things like that. So they are not getting her up or anything. So she's just laying in bed, and she doesn't feel good today. So I want to make sure that she has everything that she needs, in particular those ice slushies and those few things that I need to take up from her apartment. So that's what I'm doing today. But I wanted to get there. It takes about an hour to get there. And I wanted to get up at like 7 o'clock today and take a shower and just be out the door by 9. And here it is noon, and I'm just now leaving. So I won't be there until like 1 p.m. If that, probably more like 1:30 by the time you add in the store. And I've got to go to the post office as well before I head out. So really a lot later than I planned on. And I hate driving in night or in the dark. I cannot see at all in the dark. Even with my glasses, I've had these glasses for about a decade, so I know that my prescription needs to be changed because I can't see anything. At night, all I see is lights, blurred lights all over the place. I can't see where the road ends and begins. It's just a mess. So my hope was to get out early, get back early, but I'm just going to have to drive blind, I guess. I don't know. But I am so tired. I am just exhausted. Yesterday was a long day, but I was glad to get Lucian's video up. Somebody, thank you, whoever typed in the pronunciation of Lucian. I wondered about that, but I appreciate it. I wanted to get that up, and then I did pull a couple of cards just out of curiosity before I left, and I thought, let me just ask really quick. Did these AWP guys, did they really not know what was going on with Jared? And I pulled 3 cards, and it was the 10 of Cups upright, the 7 of Cups reversed. Oh God, what was that third one? Oh God, it was the 10 of Cups upright, the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles upright. And I took that as, number one, that 10 of Cups, they were a family. All right, they were a tight-knit group. Okay, so that's there. Now the 7 of Cups reversed makes me wonder if some knew and some didn't, or there were suspicions maybe, or at least had an idea that something wasn't right with Jared, but they were a unit. Okay, they weren't saying anything. And then that 4 of Pentacles, okay, so think of the 4 of Pentacles. You've got the guy sitting on the bench, and he's holding all of his pentacles. He's got a pentacle on his head, he's got him in his chest, he's got him under his feet, so he's holding on to something. All right, he's keeping it close to the vest, right? That to me indicates that there was something there that wasn't right, and they knew it, but they held on to it. They weren't gonna say anything. The only reason I feel that they're coming out right now is because it's out there and they have no choice. So they're struggling to save face and come out and say, hey, I didn't know this. You know, if I had known this, I'm not down, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so I really do think that, and it might not be all of them, because the Seven of Cups is kind of that, you know, indecisive card, not really sure what to do. And, you know, with it being reversed, it makes me feel like there was some struggles with some of them. So some of them may have very well known, but at that time, it wasn't worth quitting for them, okay? It wasn't worth detaching. The money, okay, because of the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles doesn't just tell me that they were keeping it close to their chest, but it was also about money, okay? That was also about money for a lot of those men. Not just Jared, but a lot of them. So I have a hard time believing that all these guys didn't have a clue as to what was going on. I don't buy it. I want to do another in-depth reading on the whole situation, but that's what I pulled today, just a quick 3-card pull. I thought, let me just see what comes out, and I'll mention that in my update and go from there. So I'm guessing not. And I think as time goes on, you know, everything that happens in the dark comes to the light, right? That Moon card. I feel like more people will come out and say, yeah, you know, we knew, and it's not going to match up with everybody else's statements. And like I said, it doesn't mean that all of the guys knew, right? But there's at least a couple that knew what was going on with Jared, and they knew about his past, and it was, they didn't have a problem with it at that time. Their moral compass was still intact at that time. So I think that it's going to come out eventually that, you know, these guys did know. And my guess would be that they're going to deny it, because unless there's actual proof in writing or something that confirms that they knew, they're going to flat out deny that. So that's what came out. So interesting. God, I've got so many readings I want to get into. It's just readings, but no time. I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning last night trying to work on another batch of fire starters and packing all my orders. I didn't even know yesterday was Veterans Day. God, forgive me. I had no idea. I was hurrying up, trying to pack orders and get to the post office, and that's when I discovered that they were closed. So I gained about an hour worth of time when I found that out. So anyway, all right, so I'm here at the post office. I'm going to go in and drop these things off and head over to Dewajak, and hopefully the day goes smooth. Hopefully my mom starts to feel better. And thank you all again for your well wishes. I really do appreciate that. And I know a couple of you have reached out and emailed me, and there's a couple I've responded to, but then there's a couple I haven't gotten ready to. There was one lady I was going to respond to last night, and I opened up my email, and I had the message open, and I was getting ready to respond, but I got sidetracked with something, and then I went to bed, and I'm like, oh my God, the email's just laying there open. So I see all of the emails, and I am definitely going to respond, and I appreciate all of you reaching out. And I appreciate all of your guys' comments, and I will respond to when I get a minute. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.